welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio Bobcats offense will have the football first. And we didn't hear much from this impactful receiver last week. Very, very quiet. And Jesse, you know he's itching to make a play.
Yeah, I think it was a variety of reasons, too, why he wasn't that big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him involved earlier in this football game, so expect play calls going his way, I think, early in this one.
Yeah, he's too good not to be a part of the game plan. Last week was a blip. Like that's not going to happen again. I think this offense knows that. Talking to him this week, they'll find creative ways. They're going to try to do it early. Like, he is their guy. He's their guy they're going to focus on for that big play, that big playmaker out wide that can really turn small plays into big ones.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this defense started to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be first and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Slams into the line and through for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
A lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They go to the wide receiver screen. There he goes. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They're backed up just a little, first and 10 from their own 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Bobcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bobcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Using his legs, it's Peoples. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. On the run, it's Coleman. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go. Put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. Just not able to be on the same page there.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Here's the pressure. Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now it's 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. The big fullback's got it. And he dances into the end zone for a touchdown.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds his man. It's Perry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Scrambling away. Looking down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Perry. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable.
And the Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires downfield. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single.
Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
Got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Play number 9 on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to pound it in. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Tight end now in motion. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Young. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's going for it all. He's got it on the outside. Running free. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll try it over the left side. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the... Turning it on! Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Go straight ahead. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Try to barge their way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some...
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. Touchdown, Ohio. Once he got some room, it was over. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Hart. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The pull and throw off the RPO. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Just keep slinging it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go to the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Makes a man miss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.